Bordering process of the planet. November 7, 2014. Beloved ones, in these days the world obtains the bordering process for ascension. This is the finalizing energetic enclosure, so that the separation of the worlds can occur. I am Asana Mahatari. From the beginning of time I have been connected with this world, and from the beginning of time I have been a reliable servant from the light for this mankind, who has now come in order to establish the world kingdom of peace on a new level of all that is, yet for many human beings of this world. Together with me, many ascended masters and many realized masters work on earth. Only thereby is the process of ascension assured and is the arrival of willing human beings secure. Who can change a divine order, and who can block a mandate from heaven? I say to you, there is no force in creation which can defy God, and there is no power in the universe which will still effectively set against the decision of mankind to ascend. Base energy of the planet increases. All battles and all upheavals, which appear even more obviously on the world stage than ever before, are the result of the transformation and the upcoming change of all so far known paradigms of mankind. Today each drama results from the necessity to redeem energies and not in order to create dramas with karmic bindings, which would prolong the imprisonment of humanity. The suffering which appears today, the pain which human beings are expected to bear, and the destructive discharges in this world, serve only in order to continually increase the base energy of the planet, so that the transfiguration of the earth will flowingly and easily occur. All those who have chosen the ascension for this existence as their central issue of their life, will experience this lightness. For all other human beings, a world is being removed, the suffering seems absolute, and the pain of time remains an unredeemed condition, until also these human beings stand ready for the change in a new world at a new time, and are ready for their own healings, and fully dedicate themselves to this. What happens in this world will occur after a long, long time in another world, and some of you will assist human beings in this faraway time based on the knowledge which you acquire today, as loyal companions, who never do anything else than give assistance where it is needed. Comprehensive preparations for the separation. The heavenly forces are actually in the process to prepare this earth in all areas for the separation of this galaxy, and oriented towards separation. All 3D and 4D portions will be removed, and what remains is the all-unifying 5D reality on a new level of all that is in a new galaxy. The capture of the holographic reality of all life in this process is also the top priority, because uplifting and descent coexist in immediate vicinity. These processes are only separated by a transparent veil during this sequence, are close and equally far away, because worlds are not separated or joined due to their spatial vicinity, but instead due to their vibrational reality. Vicinity and distance develop due to vibrational impulses, which a human being sends out like worlds, and thereby the many low-vibrating holograms, which until now affect this world, are nothing more than overlaps of worlds far away. These overlaps are increasingly removed, because the ascension planet is already in a vibrational reality, which is unreachable for this level. Each overlap, which today still affects this world, is the result of separations of these worlds, because these worlds and the beings in these worlds hang on to ascending human beings and the planet like they are drowning, a firm grip and no clutch, which will be released and increasingly lose in strength and effect. The great kingdom of peace has begun. This time quality demands from the ascending human beings the steady binding to the source of all life, and requires the deep understanding of all processes. Even though they are already finished, they still remain subjected to linear processes. As long as this level has not been totally stripped off, this remains to exist, because before time evaporates, all space-time lines gradually dissolve, and freeze the view of a limitless glory of the space and timeless existence in God, when the last level of space-time has been dissolved. The great kingdom of peace has begun, and this is true while this world slides into new conflicts, like a storm turning into a tornado. I say to you, these inconsistencies will lift, as soon as the higher-ranking perspective of an awakened Creator God has been adopted, and as soon as the deep and hidden meaning has been wrung from the actual processes of this planet. starting place for the change in dimension. No stone remains where it is now. The dislocation of this world is in full swing, and this world has already moved to a different place in heaven. It is the starting place for the change in dimension, and the innumerable healing and transformation tasks of the great ones in this world are building the starting ramp for it and for this mankind. The final preparations for the moment of truth are going on for months, and as it is appropriate for divine processes, go off consequently and totally frictionless. Dark and low-frequency disturbance fields can no longer affect the interdimensional tasks, because these already happen on a higher vibration level. The last coordinates will be transferred, the final vibration patterns will be given. Thereafter this world finds itself in a light garment, which breaks through space and time, and whereby willing humanity will arrive safe and sound in their light bodies, or due to different divine manners, according to God's time of grace, will arrive in bliss, and will anchor there for eternity. Remembrance returns. The knowledge comes alive. The kingdom of heaven has been attained. Who can today still endanger the ascension of this perfected mankind? What could compromise it? I say to you, nothing and nobody. Only to those human children, who change their choice and have distanced themselves far from the light, can nothing more be given to them on the day of the days, than what they are willing to receive. This is one fact, that the number of ascending ones continues to decrease, while the fact that the quality of the ascending ones continually increases, generates a remarkable fact of this time quality. The longer the ascension remains unfulfilled, and the more human beings experience themselves in the waiting loop of the ascension, without diving through this valley of illusion, the more massive is the turning away of these beings from this reality, and the more probable is the turning of these human beings toward the notorious, the all-familiar, and the already lived in space and time. The glorious time of mankind. The truth of the ascension for every human being shows itself at the end. Only at the end of time will the ascension tourists be separated from the actual ascending ones, and on the last day of all days the chaff will be entirely separated from the wheat. The glorious time of this mankind, the unique journey through this limited structure in God's creation, has given us many lessons and has enabled many insights. And the last of all insights is: time and space have been overcome long ago, even if you still experience it. The one who knows the levels is assured, who can distinguish between space-time and no space-time, like between day and night, has arrived and maintains his consciousness on this temporary level as long as the divine assignments command him to do so. Who understands this mystery to some degree, to him no golden calf will be enough, no foreign god can offer him a home, and no deception in this world can divert him from the path. The end time is what it is, and time and the end of time. We pass through all times, we live through innumerable spaces, now it is time to say goodbye, because we never return to this world as the ones we were so far and are now. Who is God? Everyone who fulfills God's will, everyone to whom God is the most important name of all names, everyone who devotes himself to God, such as if he would let himself sink into his own arms. Gone is the life in transiency, and eternity fulfills itself in this world. Life, which is infinite, begins from eternity to eternity. I am Asana Mahatari. Peace for all human beings, peace for this world. In the light your hearts shine, and through love they obtain their brightness. The one who knows me, knows the tools of the last days. Make use of the golden violet flame of transformation until the last of all days, because this was transferred to you as protection and for the creation of a new reality. So that the last days in time obtain a lightness, and so that the expectation of the ascension remains carried with joy, because the light of heaven transforms you now, and the light of heaven has liberated you from this world long ago. On all our pathways God walked with us, and also the last step in the light we fulfill with Him, in Him and through Him. Limitless is His grace, and now it fulfills in us. I am in this world, but not of this world. And I am mankind's devoted servant. I am the omnipresent guardian of the steps of ascension and the bridges into the light. I am the peace, the life and the love, I am the light for truth and I am the way for the new reality of mankind. I am that I am. Asana Mahatari. Channeled by Jan J. Kuzel. Translated by Franz. www.lichtweltverlag.blogspot.com